White House advisor Elon Musk, discussing cutting waste at CPAC yesterday. He was gifted a chainsaw by Argentinian President Javier Milei, symbolizing DOGE's massive budget cuts. Watch this.
The most surprising thing is the scale of the expenditures, and actually how easy it is to, when you add caring and competence where it was absent before, you can actually save billions of dollars, sometimes in an hour.
And they scoff at it and say, oh, a few billion here or there. I mean, the way they're talking about it, you can see they don't care. It's such little money compared to how much they're used to wasting.
It just shows that they really lack empathy for the average taxpayer who's working hard, paying taxes, and then they say, oh, $1 million doesn't matter. I'm like, I think it matters a lot to people, you know?
DOGE scoring major legal victories yesterday. 2 district judges denied temporary restraining orders put in place. One was to prevent the Trump administration from mass firing of federal employees. The other was supposed to keep DOGE from accessing federal data systems across multiple agencies. I want to bring in Alabama Attorney General Steve Marshall. AG, Alabama, you have your state and you have joined 19 other states in filing this motion in which defends the Trump administration, defends DOGE. So tell us more about your legal action.
Yeah, Article 2 of the Constitution delegates to the president the responsibility of leading the executive branch of government. And what more can be expected of this president, especially after this campaign, than to make sure that the federal government is wisely using the hard-earned tax dollars of the people of this country. We're pleased to see the efforts already of DOGE and Elon Musk. It's remarkable to learn of the waste, fraud, and abuse that have been going on for years now, and money that's being spent for projects that clearly don't benefit the people of my state or the people in this country. We're delighted to be able to defend this administration and absolutely have seen President Trump's leadership shine through, particularly on this issue.
All right. Well, let's talk about Kash Patel, because he was sworn in as FBI director. The Senate did confirm him. Narrow vote, 51-49. Attorney General Pam Bondi saying that she looks forward to working with Patel, speaking at CPAC yesterday. But Bondi also laid out some other priorities. Watch this.
Our message is very clear. I sued Illinois first. Chicago, first day, and I gave a very strong warning. If you don't comply with the law, you're next. And guess who didn't listen? New York. Kathy Hochul got sued. They all got sued in New York. And if you don't follow the law, you're going to be next.
And just to clarify, I misspoke. Patel's going to be sworn in today, confirmed yesterday. So I want to get your thoughts on this, because you plan to be a key part in the work that Pam Bondi is going to be doing, running the DOJ. What is that?
I love the fact that my dear friend Pam Bondi says we're going to refocus the efforts of the Department of Justice and the FBI on violent crime. Look, Kash Patel, I think, will be a change agent there, and that's what the American people want. They're tired of the fact that FBI resources are not being targeted on violent crime, but instead on parents who show up at school board meetings to profess concerns about radical ideology being given to their students and to their kids. They're more concerned about the FBI being able to deal with community safety and not being able to follow certain church members or those from a certain denomination. Pam Bondi is laser focused on making sure that we remove the weaponization of DOJ and get back to that core mission of being able to keep this country safe. We're excited not only through General Bondi's leadership, but what Kash Patel is going to be able to do to the FBI. And I can tell you, having spoken to many rank and file FBI agents, they're very excited about today as well.
Is there concern about layoffs at the FBI?
I haven't heard that directly, but to the extent that there's concern about layoffs, it's going to be those individuals that for the last 4 years have not stayed true to the FBI's mission. Look, we've seen the weaponization of the FBI. President Trump has dealt with that now for many years. We saw it for other opponents of the former administration. I'm excited about the changes that are coming to the FBI, and I think it's going to make a difference in the safety of communities across our country.
You recently joined a group of more than 15 state AGs. You sent this letter to Congress demanding Dr. Anthony Fauci be held accountable for his actions during the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, President Biden did issue a preemptive pardon for Fauci. So what could you accomplish with this?
First of all, you don't need a pardon if you haven't done anything wrong. And the pardon given by President Biden doesn't impact state law claims or actions that may exist. General Wilson from South Carolina is going to lead that charge. We're very pleased with the report and the efforts being done by the House. And we've seen potential allegations of perjury, misinformation provided to Congress and to the American people. And the question is whether or not there are people in my state as well as around the country that have been harmed as a result of the actions of Dr. Fauci. We look forward to receiving that information from Congress and what General Wilson and his team will do in that investigation.
But would that be a civil suit then? Is that the way that maybe you go after Fauci?
Yeah, I think state attorneys general across the country have consumer protection laws where we're responsible for protecting the interests of our people. And when you look at some of the concerns that have now arisen as a result of the vaccine, the harm that's been done medically to people across the country from misinformation that's been provided, I think that's very much an interest for us.
Okay, all right. Attorney General Steve Marshall, great to see you this morning. Please come back, sir, soon.